We all know we're electromagnetic beings, and we have an understanding that we don't always have to do to create, that sometimes we can be magnetic, which allows us to receive the things that we need with less effort and pushing, hustle, and grind. I recently discovered a book called The Holy Science, written by Swami Sri Yukteswar. In the book, he outlines the 5 stages of heart unfolding, and I found it fascinating how this corresponds with the heart coherence and nervous system regulation. Aligning our bodies and states of being through heart coherence and nervous system regulation leads to a state of magnetism and the ability to receive the love, the peace, and most importantly, the freedom we seek. There are 5 stages of heart unfolding: the dark state, the propelled state, the steady state, the devoted state, and a clean state. The dark state corresponds to a state of dysregulation in the nervous system. And Heart Math Institute will show you graphs of heart coherence versus incoherent. And the dark state relates to that incoherent state. In an incoherent state, our rhythms are irregular and they have a jagged waveform. Typically, this is associated with stress, negative emotions, lower vibrations, if you will. In this state, we are repelling the good and attracting the darkness. Remember, a magnet can both draw in as well as repel. The dark state of the heart is a state in which we lack awareness. I also loved that there is a connection to purpose in this state. We struggle with a sense of purpose, and it is that lack of light and clarity and direction that causes our pain and suffering. We focus too much on ourselves and what we are lacking. We lack compassion and appreciation for others. We may even be a little bit devious and subconsciously manipulative, resorting to unresourceful behaviors to get our needs met. And we also think of things outside of us as being our source of happiness. We look to the material for satisfaction, things like money or possessions, our body, sex, or reproduction. Our gifts are used for personal or selfish gain, and we have little awareness of universal law and karma. When we finally emerge from this state, we have to do it through suffering. And this is also correlated to depression and the dark night of the soul. Anxiety and unhealed trauma are also common in this phase. And sometimes we have to lean on substance abuse to be able to cope, until finally our mind becomes sick of the delusion and is willing to let go of what we think and what we think we know. We can finally start to ask, why am I here? What is life really about? And then we get to step into the next stage, which is the propelled stage. In this stage, we begin our seeking. We are looking for the true meaning of life. It is a quest for truth. And this could also be associated with the dorsal vagal state of our nervous system, sometimes known as fawn or freeze. And this is the state where we retreat to our quarters to study and understand and seek knowledge. We're looking to understand who we truly are, and we consume as much ancient knowledge and wisdom as we can possibly get our hands on, to the point of being overflowing. We begin to reject what is no longer good for us, true for us, or serving us. We let go of people who no longer resonate. We learn to let go and be heart-led. Trauma healing and therapy are a significant portion of this stage and the letting go process. Many hidden seekers get stuck in the propelled stage. And yes, while it is necessary for a time to get to know yourself and pull your energy back in within you, we are not meant to stay stuck in this stage. God, source, creator, universe will not reveal its secrets until we are ready to move out of this stage, until we have a strong desire that compels us to do so. This is when we allow ourselves to deepen our desire and to continue to ask Source to guide us and to help us know it better. When we develop a desperate need to know Source intimately, that is when it responds. So pay attention to your dreams, to synchronicities and intuition. Affirm your commitment to know your creator intimately. Learn and understand your gifts and allow them to support you. Study yourself as an expression of the divine. In this phase, we will go from crisis to searching to soul call to confirmation. In this stage, you will also find a teacher that is right for you. Set your intention to find a teacher that is right for you, someone who has walked the path of these stages and is devoted to your coming out of the darkness. He or she should not be egoic or driven by egoic desires. You must persevere in this stage and in finding the proper support. The third stage is the steady state heart. And if you continue growing, you will experience a steady heart. But many fall before this stage actually occurs. We get stuck in our temptations of the material things and egoic desires. Sometimes we are so driven to achieve a big fancy house, or we are held back by our addictions. Sometimes our commitment to relationships that are demanding or controlling can also hold us back in this stage. If we are fortunate enough to find a qualified teacher, they will help us see these blockages and behaviors as they are the beautiful mirror that we need in this stage. They will help share a glimpse of your most expanded self. You must be willing to let go of the illusions and the attachments so that you can truly expand. You'll need to be willing to make changes that can be very challenging. You need to be willing to be honest with yourself and look carefully in the shadows. This will be the test of your resolve and your commitment. Your most important relationship, of course, is with Source and secondarily with your teacher or mentor. Commune with your creator on a regular basis. Make that your top priority. And you should feel that your teacher is guiding you and teaching you how to do this while also protecting you. Fear and anxiety will decrease in this phase, and motivation will come from your yearning and your deep desire to know your creator intimately. This may seem odd to people around you. They cannot see or hear or feel your calling. Stay loving and understanding of their position. Honor their path. Your spouse or your partner may not be on the journey with you, but there is still very valuable lessons to be had through relationships. Continue to be patient and kind and make sacrifices. Service is a part of achieving a steady state heart and the magnetism that we seek. Remembering the highest state of the nervous system is love and connection with others. At this stage, people may start to be drawn to you. You are becoming magnetic. You listen intently and see them deeply. You offer compassion as Christ would, and your work becomes a dedication or a service to others. Your gifts continue to awaken, and you want to dedicate them in service to others in this stage. While your purpose initially is healing, secondarily, it is stepping into your gifts and offering them in service. This is what will lead to your highest expansion. In this stage, you are filled with faith and dedication to Source and the path of heart unfolding. You do not look outside of you for validation or satisfaction. You are fulfilled by your internal world and that consistent flow of divine life force energy that moves through you, fully in heart coherence and a regulated nervous system, causing you to be open, magnetic, surrendered, allowing, and receiving. Sri Yukteswar refers to this as the baptized state, and it could also be referred to as being filled with the Holy Spirit. The next state is the devoted state of the heart. We are no longer dependent on external environments. We get our needs met inside through our relationship with Source. We are consistently connected to our bodies and attuned to our needs. We feel their vibrations, and we may also continue to let go of relationships. Yes, love is still present and maybe even more pure than ever. When we let go, this is an effort to purify and, if necessary, to purge. Relationships are cleansed in the process, and we continue the trauma healing work, making way for the devoted heart, relieving the body from the preoccupation of defense, clearing away the dust of previous trauma and behaviors that stem from lack. We remain committed to stillness, meditation, and connection to the divine. We attune to Source and your chosen teacher, aligning through calibration, concentrating on the vibrations within your body with reverence so they can grow and expand into comfort and joy. Know that ecstasy is ahead and it is calling you. The final state is the clean heart. The heart has been purified and becomes a source of light. You are fearless, loyal, faithful, and a servant. You are unified with your source creator for eternity. There is nothing but love for your creator. And because you have become a master, you are now ready to be a teacher. You have dispelled the darkness and nothing but love is left. Understanding where you are in the state of your nervous system, in your heart coherence, or your heart unfolding process is critical. We also must understand where we are at in our trauma healing journey. Your level of heart coherence, stage of awakening, or nervous system is crucial to understanding what is being called for. The reward is peace, freedom, fulfillment, purpose, and love. We are not meant to do this alone. This is why I've created the More Than Enough Mastermind and Trauma Spotting Certification. In this course will not only teach you how to heal your trauma, but also certify you to become a trauma healer. And because this is a required state to be able to step into your purpose, to unfold the heart and become the master that you know you were made to be, check it out today, so that you can achieve your highest expression. Check out the link in the description. And if you need help understanding where you are at in your spiritual journey, check out this video, The 12 Stages of Awakening. I love you, my friends. Namaste.